Hey there, air signs. It's Shaniqua from What Shaniqua's Into, and we are about to jump into some tarot cards for this week. This is Spiritual Sunday, August 16th, and I've already recorded the general reading for the collective. If you missed that and you're curious to see what energy the collective is working with this week, what lessons and challenges we have, go ahead and click on the card up here, and I will link you to that video. If you're watching this on IGTV, you can go to my main page, and the full video will be there. But the spread that we are using this week is the best energy to strive for or to strive to embody, the worst energy to work with, energetic ally, and energetic enemy, plus an affirmation card from the Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein, and a personal power card from the Personal Power Oracle deck by Deja Druitt. And the tarot deck that we are working with today is the Bonefire Tarot by the lovely Gabby Angus West. And I have already shuffled and cut and pulled the cards for the air signs this week, so let's flip them over and see what we got. So the best energy to strive to embody this week is in the Wheel of Fortune, and this is one of my life path cards, so I'm happy to see this here. The worst energy for us to try to work with this week, wow, is the Five of Cups, and this is a repeat from the fire signs, so that's really interesting. The energetic ally that we are working with is found in the Seven of Wands. And our energetic enemy for this week, I'm sad to see this here, is the Magician, which is my life path card because I'm a life path 1. So this is really interesting. Okay, so let's interpret. So we have two major arcana here. So this week is asking us to look at themes of control. Because major arcana have to do with big life lessons, things that are kind of universal, that everyone experiences in some way or to some degree, and that we each have to kind of reconcile individually, right? So specifically, the energy to embody in the Wheel of Fortune is that of relinquishing the desire to control the things that we can't, while also accepting that we have to respond to them. The Wheel of Fortune is about cycles and seasons of change that we do not initiate, but we do participate in, because we are affected by those changes. So as an energy to embody, it's sort of saying like being okay with the fact that things are going to shift around you, but also understanding that even in the midst of that shift, you still have responsibilities, you still got shit to do, you still have like needs to take care of. And so it's finding a way to create or feed is kind of what I'm hearing, like a way to feed your own balance while things feel like they are up in flux, or like you're just kind of spinning and like going in circles. It's a way to kind of keep your head level. If you know any dancers or anyone who does ballet or like gymnastics, there's the concept of spotting, which is like when you're doing a move where you have to spin a lot, you pick a spot that you're going to kind of whip your head to in order to not get dizzy, even though you're doing a physical action that the natural response to is to become dizzy. So it's sort of a card of adaptability, but it's really about understanding that things will change because that's the only constant in life. And so it's really a card of acceptance and figuring out how to stay healthy in the midst of flux. That's kind of how I see the Wheel of Fortune. And then the worst energy for us to work with is in the Five of Cups, the card of loss, sadness, and mourning. So if the changes that you're experiencing in your life right now, air signs, are leaving you feeling like you are losing something, remember that change and difficulty don't happen to you, they happen for you, so long as you choose to make that your perspective. Remember, in the Wheel of Fortune, when things are changing, this is about choosing how you're responding to them. So is it happening to you, or is it happening for you? Is it truly a loss, or is it an opportunity, right? So I don't want to repeat too much from the fire signs video, but it's really not going to behoove you to dwell on something that is making you sad, or anything that is making you feel like you've lost something, like you've been depleted, like you are less than whole because of this experience. It is not helping you to dwell on that, and this energy is just going to stop you from handling the changes coming to you in a healthy way. This card is telling me that for a lot of us air signs, we need to work on our coping mechanisms this week, because there's a risk that you can kind of get lost in the things that you're doing to make yourself feel better or distract you from the heavy emotions that you're going through. So don't do that. Find a way to be with your sadness or your sense of grief or loss without letting that be who you are, without identifying with it so much, and really letting that be all that you can experience, because there's just such a wide range of emotions and human experiences that we can have, that there's really no need to get stuck in this space of not being able to see the good that is still available and like ready for you to interact with in your life. And the ally this week in figuring out how to respond to change in a healthy way is in the Seven of Wands. And so the Seven of Wands is a card that represents any situation in which we need to sort of dig deep and call on our grit. Sometimes this is a card of like haters or feeling attacked, which is why the central figure of the card is she's sort of standing like up on like a mountain, and there's 6 wands kind of coming at her from below, like someone's trying to knock her down or she's being attacked. So this could be actual people, or it could be an intangible situation that is really just challenging to you and making you have to sort of like fight to keep going or like defend yourself. And so for us air signs, because we do live so much in our heads and like our thoughts and what we're analyzing rather than what we're physically experiencing, that makes me feel like there's some perspective that is really going to be challenged this week, that in the midst of change, it might make some of us feel a sense of self-doubt. Like, do I have this right? Am I thinking about this the right way? Do I have all the facts? Do I have all the information? And the Seven of Wands is sort of a confirmation that like whatever that external challenge is, be it a person or something intangible, it's there to help you strengthen your convictions rather than give up on them or run from them. So just keep that in mind. And the energetic enemy this week is found in the Magician. And the Magician is the card of manifestation. It's a card of like energy matching what is physical. So it's like as above, so below, as within, so without. It's working with the tools of all of the suits of the tarot, the swords, the wands, the cups, the pentacles, the mind, the heart, the drive, the environment, to create and manifest what you want, right? So how could this be an energetic enemy? What I would take away from this is simply trying to do too much, trying to manifest when you don't actually have the resources or mindset to do so, especially if some of your beliefs are being challenged, or you're maybe feeling like a sense of identity crisis, or just really having a perspective challenged or flipped on its head. It's not really the proper time to be trying to manifest. It's more time to make sure that you are grounded and you don't have like you're not knocked off your feet by the circumstances around you. So instead of focusing on productivity this week, instead of thinking long term, I think for us air signs this week, this week is more in energetic alignment with being present and focusing on healing the sadness within us, rather than just like kind of being on that go, produce type of wavelength. It would just be much better, like your spirit would just be much better served sort of taking a rest from constant striving. This is more, like I said, like we're responding to change rather than like initiating them this week. Let's see what our affirmation is from the Universe Has Your Back deck. So for the air signs, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I'm going to read that again. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. And this has just really beautiful, like, oh, I don't know if you can even see it, watercolor art. And I just think that affirmation is so perfect. Like, it just really fits. Like, we're asked to embody healing and like be present. We're not asked to really do so much in the way of like goal accomplishment. It's more about like being present with ourselves and processing emotion and healing. And what do we get but an affirmation about being present with your feelings, and even to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers, when what our energetic ally is like understanding what's triggering us to feel attacked or defensive in order to overcome it. So I just feel like that's perfect. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers, and just being present with that. I think that is amazing. So our personal power for this week to lean on is I am abundant. I believe this is the Taurus card from this deck, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is the Taurus card. I am abundant. You have everything that you could need, and you have the resources within you to manifest them. So even though the card of manifestation is sort of an energetic enemy to the healing that we need to embody this week or strive for this week, know that anything that you feel like you've lost, anything that you are sad about or dwelling on, is still available to you in some form energetically, because you have the abundance around you that you can lean on. Like, if you want more money, if you want more resources, if you want to feel like you have more control of your time, better connection to your body in the realm of like living a lifestyle that fosters health and life, you have all of that. It's just that right now, it's a time to process. So don't feel like you are losing by feeling. I know that sounds kind of weird, but if you're an air sign, you'll get it. Do not feel like you are losing something by dropping into your feelings and really feeling them. You're not. It's a strength. Something that us air signs could definitely work on. I can speak for myself as a Gemini sun. I know I can live up here, and I can like know that I need to work on stuff right here, and I'm just kind of like, I'll deal with that later. So this week, like, remind yourself that you're bringing in abundance by processing your emotions in a healthy way, and remind yourself that you heal by feeling the feels, and remind yourself that you have to take care of yourself in the midst of change, especially change that you cannot control. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself. And this is a week to really strengthen or find the strength of your convictions, because if something comes up that makes you question your beliefs or your approach to something, or anything that is very important to you, sort of core to your identity, if something comes up to make you question that, this is the card. This, Seven of Wands energy is telling you to fight for it. Don't give up on it, because it's part of your toolkit for navigating the world that helps you to move forward. So don't abandon it, okay? Use that to strengthen yourself and process any difficult emotions that you're not looking at right now. And just remember that, like, you do truly have everything that you need, so long as you make that your perspective and don't waver from it, okay? So that's what I have for my lovely fellow air signs this week. If anybody would like a personal reading, you can go to my website, writingwithtarot.com, and you can purchase a spread, or you can contact me through Instagram DM or the contact form on my website. If you have any questions or anything that you need clarified, feel free to share this video anywhere on the internet that you think it might be helpful. Give me a like, leave me some comments if it resonated, and I, again, do truly hope that this video helps, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you are a fire, water, or earth sign, make sure that you come back to the channel and check out the video for that zodiac group, because I'm doing it for all four, as well as the general reading. So yeah, make sure that you let me know if this resonated, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week.